Hey, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So it is day 7 on the 50K master account with Bulenox, also known as my road to my first payout series. And on the day we were able to end green, but I felt like my mentality wasn't the best. So let's break down each category. Starting with my psychology, I was already emotional and tilted and super impatient from my early morning session. So I felt like those emotions were feeding into how I was trading this account. But thankfully, I was able to push those feelings aside and just really focus on the charts and execute really well. With my strategy, I did find 5 to 20 point moves per trade, and we did take 4 out of 5 green trades. The one red trade I had was only 4 points loss because thankfully it's not trailing drawdown anymore. Our drawdown actually stopped since we already surpassed the safety threshold number. And with that being said, I just felt like I really stuck to what my trading plan was and I executed on that. Now, as far as my trading time goes, I actually surpassed the 15-minute window. I went for about 35 minutes on the market because the last 2 trades, which you'll see in a minute here, the last 2 trades that I took, I had a very strong long bias that it was going to get to a certain level, especially because how the overall market direction was very bullish and there was so much liquidity to the upside. It just seemed like it was feasible. So that's why I participated a little bit longer in the market. And then my last category of performance, again, I felt like I executed really well on my trading plan. I didn't really hesitate, but I think a very common theme throughout my series so far is just really working on them entries. And I did try, some limit orders, but I think I need to get better at also placing those in better areas. So just some things to really keep note on. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into the live trade. Thinking about taking this trade right now. It is currently 10:53, maybe a push from 40. Oh, I just missed the entry. It's all good. Looking for a push to 50. I want to see if we're able to get that full sweep through. I might move my stop to underneath this big bull candle right there. Take it at 52, it shows. Let me look at our book map right here. So we have lots of liquidity, as you can see, on both sides of where we're entered at. And I want to get that push through 50, maybe 52.75 where I'm at for the full 10 points seems about right because all the stops and liquidity sweep. And then also pulling up our trading view, you'll see our full 15-minute candles are super duper strong all the way through. 5 minutes left on this last 15-minute right here. Pulling up the 5 now, super strong still. 3 and the 1, everything looks like it's just pushing along. We're staying along the EMA as well. This is the 9. Here's our 3. We're a little extended off of it, off the 3-minute chart. But so far, not looking too bad. I might have to take an early TP though, because I'm starting to see that we are losing some buying pressure. But I might be wrong, based upon like what we're looking at. I might be completely wrong. Okay. Never mind, I think I am wrong. We might have enough pressure. And beautiful. So we got that full 10 points. I was about to early TP. You guys heard me say it. Thankfully, I didn't. It was a perfect exit right at near the tip of that liquidity. So awesome. Got into a short here. Looking for a nice sweep through this fair value gap. Here's a full screen. Looking for a sweep through this. I want to get the lows right here at 36 if possible. There it is. See if we can get 36. You know what? I think I'm going to go for the full swing at 34. Actually, we're just gonna see if we can get the full 10 points. Not sure if we're able to anymore, but I need to look at my book map actually. I haven't looked at book map. That would have been a nice way to exit right there at 36.50. So it would have been 2 points or 2 ticks above where I wanted to go, but it looks like it's not gonna run it. Let's see. Looking at our book map, we got through that level of liquidity down here, which is where I wanted to get through, and we did. But then we bounced right off of these heavy order value shelves. So it looks like we're about to hit my stop loss, which is totally cool because we're only losing 4 points on this trade since our drawdown doesn't trail us anymore, which is awesome possum. So yeah, we're just gonna watch this here to see if we're able to get this full 10. I'm also gonna pull up the 5-minute chart. This is the 5-minute right here. So let's see, let me bring this over. Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. Okay. So yeah, it looks like we got the bounce off this EMA here. We're about to get stopped out. Looks like we got the bounce off of it. It's coming back to this R1. I'm gonna get in this short, I think, again. If we do pull back and hold off of this 5-minute, you can continue down lower, break this previous low. I want to see it pull all the way down to 10 possibly. I'm gonna go ahead and just get in here. I'm gonna go for it. What I'm gonna do also is I'm gonna move this to this high. I'm okay with that. And then I'm gonna move this target down more as well. So we're gonna go for bigger points on this trade. Down to 24. Let me look at the 5-minute real quick. So maybe actually at 30. Yeah, at 28.50 is where I'll do my TP. I kind of wanted it, like I said, put it down here at 10. But I think I feel comfortable with the area I put it at. I kind of like 32 better though. It looks like it's bouncing the same area. Just watch it. I want to see this break. We're bullish on the day though, so I also am a little skeptical. 32 and 29. 32 and 29 looks kind of good. 32 and 29. There we go. Let's see if we can get that flush all the way through. There's 32. I'm gonna take care of 32. So I took it at 30 actually, 30.75. Okay, so I put in a limit order. Oh, there we go. Okay, it wasn't filling at first. You might get this double rejection like earlier, but I like this 48 area above. You know, if we can push to 48, I'm looking for 10 points. So from 36 to 46.75 is what I'm looking for. But 48 is like the ideal TP. The reason for that is because looking at Bookmap as well, there was some orders up here. So we have 84 big ones right here. So just trying to see if we have enough gas to push her up. Let me scoot back so you guys can see the full screen. Trying to get this fair value gap. Let's go. Plus, I kind of like this here too. And let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. But this push off the bottom fair value gap, possibly filling up this section right here, almost like a rounding pattern situation. That kind of looks interesting to me. That's why I like this, taking the TP right above this fair value gap. I'm getting close so you can see now. Okay, this one just built. So I like to see a push off this area and a breakthrough here. Let's see, Bookmap. Looking at Bookmap though, on the left, you'll see that we had the same quick snap right here. If you look on the right now, we're starting to consolidate and we are actually breaking back down on this trade. I want to see if we can push off the bottom here. So my stop is at the bottom of the fair value gap though. So what I am going to do, I'm going to move it a little bit below that fair value gap, the green one. And now I'm just going to see if we're able to push up and out. $50.51 looks kind of interesting to me too. Here's this area up here. A small little supply area up here. Okay, I want to see if we can push out here 43. Pull out a bit. There we go, starting to enter that fair value. See if we can get that full push of 10 points. Bookmap's still looking pretty good right now. Let me show you bookmap. Looking pretty good. So we have 50, 51 stacking up for some orders. And now we're getting slapped off this fair value gap right here. So I could definitely, just exit the trade right now. But I also want to see if we are able to push out of this. Just being patient right now on this trade, honestly. It can go in either direction that it wants to. Looking at the EMAs, they're very close to crossing. We need a break over this previous little wick. Don't get slapped out of here. There you go. A little bit higher. Nice. We're at 45 now, which is awesome. Getting closer little by little. Oof. Hate when that happens. By 1 point. We are off by 1 point right now. This is the 1 minute. I'm going to pull up the 3 minute now. So 3 minute chart. Here's our 5 minute chart. And then going back to the 1. Okay, yeah, I'm not liking that. If we can get a push off of this EMA. One more push through. Let's get this liquidity. Come on. Let's fill this gap. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I don't like this long wick. That's ugly rejection. Oh, there we go. Oh, very, very close. We're literally at the tip of the fair value gap. You see that? We were 0.5 points from getting filled. So 2 ticks. We were 2 ticks away from being filled. We're pushing off that EMA on the bottom side. It's getting higher each time. It just needs one more final push. I might close it here. Yeah, I'm closing it. That's fine. It is what it is. 0.5 points from getting filled on our TP. Just got into this long here, taking my very last trade on this account. Got in right after this fair value gap was formed, right when I noticed we had not closed lower than this. I saw this fair value gap, using this 1 minute as fair value gap as a little push to get to our 67.50 10-point target. Looking at bookmap, we actually have a level of liquidity sitting there at 70, maybe even 69. So I feel like 67 would be a good area for, a pre-reversal move. I just want to see a continuation with the bulls. We have a double bounce off of this fair value as well. So right now, looking at training view, this is our 5 minute chart, and our next R2 target is all the way at 408. Now, I don't know if we're gonna get to 400 today, but what I do know is we are bullish on the day right now. So I want to see my very last trade to see if we can push all the way to 70. Let's look at the 15 minute as well. Very strong consolidation, but we are pushing. I want to see us break the 64 level. The 64 level is also this previous high wick right here where my cursor is. So once we break this 63, 64 level, I feel some confidence to hold it all the way through to 67.50 for sure. And then, hey, you might hit 70, but the goal is just for that full 10 points for this trade specifically. Knowing how the market's been reacting all day, though, it's been definitely sweeping up all the liquidity. So I feel like even moving like TP to 70 would be possible. Let's just see what we can gather here. I'm also okay with taking 5 points off this trade, if anything, because 5 from this one, 5 from the last one will be a full 10 points, and that is cool beans with me. Okay, so there's 63, struggling to break that 64 level. 64 is right here where my cursor is. There it is, nice push. 67, we are 0.5 points from hitting my TP. Also, that's known as 2 ticks. So 2 ticks. Okay, now we are 1 full point. Perfect, hit our target. 10 points on that trade. Felt really good about that one. Again, direction of the market was really bullish. Oh, we got all the way to 69 up here. So it definitely swept up that 70 level, like I mentioned. Really cool to just see everything kind of like fan out really quickly. So on the day, we are at $53,508.48. Points on the NQ is 33.75. P&L is 675 minus commissions of 24.40, rounded to $25. We brought home about $650 with 5 trades. I did trade for a little bit longer than usual, but hey, the trailing doesn't follow me, and we are $100 away from reaching the minimum withdrawal of $1,000 on this account. So yes. And that is a wrap of day 7 for the 50K master account with Bulenox. If I'm being honest, I'm feeling really nervous for tomorrow, day 8. And the reason why, if you don't recall from my previous videos I've posted, the longest I've held a performance account is 8 trading days. So it's my personal record tomorrow. We're so close to the finish line. We're literally so close, and I obviously don't want to mess anything up. But I do know that I don't need to force anything. I'll just let the opportunities come for me, and honestly just keep trading the way that I have been, because it has been proven to work. So I'm just going to continue doing my best and just watching the chart as clear as I can with a clear mind as well. But I do appreciate your guys' time and support. And there is only a few days left for the Bulenox sale, which of course is in the description if you guys are interested to sign up. The 50K is only $14.25, and the 100K is only $19.95. So feel free to sign up if you like. But otherwise, I wish you guys nothing but the best and most success in your trading journey, and I will see you all in day 8.